St. Henry would like to remind you that the Kentucky High School Athletic Association promotes good sportsmanship on the field of play and in the stands. We ask that you, the students, fans, and parents, encourage the student athletes in the spirit of good sportsmanship and friendly competition during the game. We also ask you to please refrain from making any derogatory comments toward the athletes, coaches, or officials participating in this competition. Failure to do so could result in removal from tonight's competition. We ask you now please rise and move your hats to the pregame prayer and the playing of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Almighty God, in your goodness, you bless us with many gifts and talents. As you bless this great nation, breathe your light upon our people to recognize that they're all created equal in the image of Christ. We thank you, Lord, along with all who have made this contest possible. Watch over and protect all these athletes. Aid them to do their best and be a sign of good sportsmanship to all. We thank you for this great opportunity and ask for your blessing through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Holyoke Hall on campus of St. Henry High School. On behalf of Principal Ray Brandon, Director of Athletics Matt Schneider, and Head Coach Dave Faust, we welcome tonight's contest between your St. Henry Crusaders and our guests from Bluegrass United Bluehawks. Here are your introductions for the season game. First introducing the Bluegrass United Bluehawks at guard and junior number 1, Caleb Burnett. At guard, junior number 4, Sammy King. At guard, the senior number 5, Andrew Tide. At forward, the senior number 2, Liam Hansen. And at center, senior number 15, Ryan Steeple. Introducing the St. Henry Crusaders at guard, junior number 3, Carson Shea. At guard, senior number 10, Ethan. At guard, senior number 11, Jack Grayson. At guard, senior number 12, Matt Reesing. And at forward, senior number 40, Brayden Fetters. Crusaders head coach is Nick Cox, assisted by Billy Arbor, Brian O'Connor, Scott Allay. Your officials of this evening, Henry Drees, Bob Royce, Kurt Kuppelman.
Good evening, Crusader Nation. We've got a big game tonight as Bluegrass United Bluehawks travel all the way up from Lexington to play your St. Henry Crusaders. here at home. I'm joined by my partner Nathan Reesing, as well as a special guest, Mr. Tom Butler. So a three-man. Wow, Matt Reesing getting the game started with a quick layup. Nathan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Excited for a Friday night action, and excited for, well, Gwen, you want to explain it?
Oh yeah, so Coach Dave Faust, our beloved leader, he is closing in on win number 461, and with a win tonight, he will become the sole 9th Region boys win record holder. So a big night for Coach Faust, but as always, the thing that he's most focused on is getting the win here tonight. So Nathan, what are the keys for the crew to win?
Well, we played this team in their home court in a very odd game, I'd say. It was a small gym, and we only won by 2, so this is a definitely a formidable team.
Yeah.
And we'll have to watch out for turnovers like that.
Easy bucket at the rim, moving in transition 3-on-1 against Carson Shea. And another thing to look out for, Nathan, Rhett Ravenscraft has officially made his return off the IL last night, contributed to the win against Boone, scoring a three-pointer. So Braden with the offensive rebound, going back up. Refs are letting him play through it, a lot of contact down there. But Rhett's back from the IL. Bluegrass United takes their first lead, it's 4-2.
Huge win for the Crusaders, having him back. In the Boone game, you saw you got limited minutes. I wonder how much Coach Faust will keep that up. But I expect him to be back in the starting lineups by February in districts.
Jack's going to swing it out. Ethan's got it, looking for Braden down low. Finds Matt. Great cut. Great cut from Matt Reesing, and an even better pass. Oh, Bluegrass almost threw it away there. We're all tied up at 4. Matt Reesing's got both buckets for the crew.
The crew coming into this game at 500 for the first time since their loss to Tough Cat.
Tipped away. Matt's going to pick it up. Finds Braden down low. And they're going to call foul on that one, so Braden will go to the free throw line. Great defensive effort from Carson.
So the crew are 9-9, looking to go up above 500, and the Bluegrass Bluehawks, they're 11-13. And they've played some 9th region competition this season.
Okay.
Dixie beat them by 1. Hanson, their leading scorer, scores about 20 points per game.
Okay. Hanson also leads Bluegrass with 9.5 rebounds per game as well.
Yes.
So he's definitely the guy that the crew have circled on the lineup sheet and are looking to shut down. Ball's going to stay with the crew, so that missed free throw pays off.
The energy in this crowd is really palpable.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
We've got tons of alumni here.
Yeah.
Even crowding the visiting section.
Yeah, they've spilled out onto the opposite side of the court. There's almost, I'd say there's more alumni here than there are students. And this is one of the biggest student sections I've seen all year. Dressed in a Fighting Irish theme in honor of Coach Faust. And one's going to count. So that'll send Bluegrass to the line to shoot 1 to complete the N1. That's number 5, Andrew Teig. He's a 6'2" senior. He'll sink it. So we're all tied up at 7. Rumor has it, tickets to this game were so wanted that people were calling Mr. Schneider this morning to reserve seats.
Wow.
And we've got a packed house tonight. Matt wanted to take that shot, instead driving in. Finds Jack. Jack's going to get blocked.
You saw this with the JV Bluegrass team. They play a lot of zone. This time they were in 3-2.
Driving the baseline, kicks out to the corner. That's a 3. No good. Jack's going to pull down the rebound, and here come the crew in transition, led by Carson Shea. Finds Braden down low, back out to Ethan, back out to Shea, back down to Braden. Great passing. Braden's going to draw the second foul on Bluegrass of the night, so he'll go back to the free throw. Shot 1 for 2 his first time.
Fetters shoots a 58% from the free throw.
Sinks that one. Here's the second. And that one will be good. So Braden 3 for 4 at the line tonight.
coming up, we also have some interviews from alumni too.
Oh, Ethan Kaiser with the steal. He's going to take it. Lays it up and one. Great play from Ethan Kaiser. First the steal, takes it down the court, finishes at the rim and draws the foul. So big play from Ethan Kaiser to get this crowd riled up tonight. Moves the score to 11-7.
Ethan Kaiser and Carson Shea, we've been saying it for about 2 months now.
Yeah.
But they've really stepped up in the absence of Rhett. And now having Rhett back, we'll see how they fit in. And I think they'll fit in quite well.
Yeah. Deep three.
Ooh.
No good. Ethan scrambling for the rebound. Now he's going to find Braden down low in transition, and Braden finishes the easy bucket. Crusaders are off and running to start out this game. 13-7 is our score. A lot of their buckets coming in transition and at the free throw line.
Obviously, the crew know the importance of this game, and they're not going to let their coach get a loss on a night like this.
Oh, and Ethan loses control of it. That's a steal. Here come the Blue Hawks. And they'll finish in transition. Just like that, it's a 2-point game again, 13-11. Halfway through the first quarter. Refs are kind of letting them play tonight. Matt's going to fire from three. Oh, rattles out.
Good defense by Carson.
Yep, tips that one away. Ball will stay with Bluegrass.
Bluegrass don't have the most depth out of any team we've seen.
Yeah.
Only having 9 players and 2 coaches on the bench, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously a homeschool team from Lexington. But there's some talent in Lexington.
Oh, yeah.
So can't write off this team just yet. Ooh, nice backdoor.
Oh, wow, great find, and we're all tied up, 13-13. And just like that, Bluegrass has gone on a 6-0 run in 3 possessions to bring it back to a tie game. Blocking foul is going to be called. Bluegrass already has 5 on them.
That could certainly become a factor in the second quarter.
Especially with this low of a number of players on the team, only playing with 9. Foul trouble is going to be key.
Especially a lot of these players already played their JV game.
Yeah.
I see 3 players on the court that have already played a lot of minutes, actually, for their JV.
Yeah. So fatigue might play a role as we progress through this game, especially in the second half. And then another reach-in foul is going to be called.
Wow.
One more, and that'll put the crew in the bonus in just the first quarter.
So we mentioned it at the Dixie game, but there's really no one, almost no one in the 9th region that can compete with Braden's size. But Dixie handled it quite well, almost beating us and having a lead in the 4th quarter. But Bluegrass, they seem to just be fouling to get their way out of Braden.
Yeah. Quick apology. Sorry for those technical issues early on. We were just trying to get the setup for those special guests we were talking about. We had to set up an extra mic and extra headset and all that, and then figure out the sound issues. So it took us a little bit to get going tonight, but we're officially on. A few more students filing in. Missed the free throw.
Ooh.
Matt fighting his way into the paint. Going up against 3 defenders, could not finish, and now they're going to call a reach-in foul on Matt.
Man, Matt Reesing's size really helps him in those rebounds.
Yeah.
Averages 3 a game. I saw him in the Boone game. He terrorizes those teams that don't have anyone to match up with them.
He's really playing aggressive tonight. We don't typically see Matt take this big of a role in the game, but he's taking the majority of the shots. Tipped by Carson. That's going to be a steal. Gives it to Matt. Back to Carson. He's going to drive in, find Braden, and Braden will draw the Blue Hawks' 7th foul, so that'll put him in the bonus, and Braden is taking yet another trip to the free throw line. Look across the way, Nathan. I think I see a familiar face. I think that's Wyatt Veith.
Yeah, very familiar face in the past couple of years.
Yeah,
a
2021 grad.
Graduate.
Yeah.
He's playing at Thomas More now.
He's going to go take a seat next to other 2021 grads, Cody Teton and Reed Ravenscraft, it looks like. That squad, under Coach Faust, was able to win back-to-back All-A state champs.
And you'll hear more about that from Tom Butler if we get a timeout or at the end of the quarter.
Lane violation is going to be called on that one. 15-13 is our score. Now I'm being told that we really didn't have an issue. It was just the scoreboard. So I guess our sound was fine. Oh! Takes one off the face. Oh, Brain throw. Oh! Foul's going to be called. Brain threw up an alley-oop to Matt. He had to reach way back for that one and almost finished it.
23 did not let them get that highlight.
No, he was not letting them. Man, this place would have erupted if Matt Reesing pulled that one off. Like I said, playing really aggressive tonight. We've got the Crusader mascot walking around. He's going to take a seat over to our right.
Braden hits another free throw.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the Crusader's going to walk up here and talk to us real quick. What's up, Crusader? How we doing? Got anything to say into the mic? We win these. All right. Thank you, Crusader. It's our beloved mascot saying hi to all the fans.
Our first sub on the scorer's table right now, that's Cam Levins.
He's going to go ahead and check in for Braden. Gives number 40 a rest. He's been taking a lot of free throws tonight. Cam's been putting up a really nice season coming off the bench so far. Oh! They're going to call a blocking foul on Carson Shea. He didn't like that call. 10 fouls already for Bluegrass. And we've still got over 2.5 minutes here in the first quarter.
Crowd didn't like that call.
Matt's going to steal it, finds Ethan, and Ethan's got another bucket at the rim. These Crusaders have already racked up 19 points tonight. Ooh, another steal from Carson. Tries to do a behind-the-back pass to save it. Now Bluegrass in transition. That's the three. No good. Ethan's got the rebound. Here comes Matt. Up. Draws the foul. That was hard. Hits the ground hard, and he'll take some more free throws. And look who's about to check in, Nathan.
Wow.
Yeah, Rhett Ravenscraft making his home debut. First time in over 2 months that we've gotten to see him on this St. Henry court.
The only time except for the Covcast game.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was his only other appearance. No, he was out for the Covcast game. It was before that.
You are right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who did he play against? It was like their second or third game. Newcastle. That's who it was.
So this is his home debut.
Yeah.
Of the season. Good hustle by Ethan Kaiser.
So we'll see the effect that Rhett can have on this game. And a reminder to our fans, he had a shoulder injury, which is why we haven't seen him. Ooh. They're going to call Carson with his second foul. That one was a bit iffy. He's going to check out. Drew Flanagan in. So the only two starters on the court for the Crew are Ethan Kaiser and Matt Reesing.
Now, Drew Flanagan's really developed this past year.
Yeah.
As we get a timeout called by Bluegrass.
All right. So this timeout is going to give us a chance to talk to Mr. Tom Butler. Tom, could you talk to us a little bit about Coach Faust's career, or maybe the start of it?
Yeah, well, you know, I actually, first of all, wanted to thank you guys for inviting me to
no,
be
thank
on
you for being
YouTube and on the St. Henry channel after all these years lurking around on Facebook.
No, thank you for being here.
And it's only a 30-second timeout, so I also wanted to thank you guys for continuing the tradition of streaming. And I know one of your interviews was with Max Schluter, who was the OG of streaming. He and a lot of his classmates who did a great job. So you guys have continued the tradition really well. When we do get another break, I want to start with Coach Kenny Shields. He came here tonight. He's the gentleman that Coach Faust is tied with.
All right.
We'll spend the rest of these breaks talking about Coach Faust and having those interviews. But thanks for letting me join today. Great
Sounds
job.
great. Thank you, Mr. Butler. And yeah, like he said, Max Schluter in the house. He's kind of the one that started this whole club. And I still have the email of him encouraging me to sign up for my first game a couple years ago. So I'm really thankful for him, since I've kind of found this as a newfound passion in high school.
Definitely made some notable moments in Crusader history. I still rewatched the call of the Covcath game where we beat them at home.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Great three-point shot there.
Three by Sammy King.
Yeah.
That'll keep it within 4.
Oh, Rhett can't quite reach up to that one. 20-16 is our score, 1:45 on the clock. Blue Hawks break the press easily. They're going to get another 3 from King. No good. Offensive rebound. Goes back up with it. Pull-up jumper is no good. Ethan's going to get his 3rd rebound of the game. Ethan having a sneakily good game. He's got 1 steal, 4 points, and 3 rebounds already. Swings it. Here's Rhett. First home 3-pointer of the season, and the crowd erupts. Welcome back, Rhett Ravenscraft. We missed you.
That's 2 3-pointers in the 2 games he's been back. Hoping to see a lot more of him tonight.
Oh, and there's his first foul back. And we'd like to see it, Rhett.
Crusaders foul number 4, Rhett Ravenscraft, team's 5th. Eli Anderson, line, shooting 2 shots.
You know, that's got to put a smile on your face. People were saying his basketball career was over a couple months ago and that he wouldn't see the floor again, and to just fight through that, heal, take a rest, come back, and already finding success in his first couple games. I mean, that puts a smile on your face. And I've been friends with Rhett for a long time, and I'm really happy for him.
You could see it every day at practice. He was doing PT and just really hanging out with the guys. He didn't want to get too out of shape.
Yeah.
And what a fighter. What a story, really.
I mean, that's crazy. Just fought his way back, proved everyone wrong, and we're lucky to have him. So, oh, shoot that, Rhett, come on. Swings it.
No look pass by Rhett. Oh. Bluegrass still in his zone. The crew doing a good job of passing around, I think. Without Braden, they'll have to mix it up a little.
Yeah. Gets it down to Cam. Cam's going to pull up from mid-range, and he's going to sink it. You know, he's a sneaky good shooter, standing over 6'5" probably, and you don't see a lot of good shooters at that height at this age. But, I mean, Cam Lemon, he can knock down from 3, mid-range, and, of course, he can finish at the rim with that height. Oh, there's Matt Reesing. He's running in transition. Throws it down two-handed. Matt Reesing throws the Blue Hawks. Who's the boss? Big-time dunk from Matt. King pulls up from 3. Can't answer the dunk. Man, Matt Reesing.
Wow.
Uh-oh. And we've got a player down for the Blue Hawks.
Gets back up. That's
Gets
good.
back up.
Good sign.
Looks like he's good. Probably hit the ground hard. But
how about down at 20?
How about Matt Reesing? First throws it down 2 hands, and then the stare down on the way back. And this is Matt Reesing's game tonight. He's playing fantastic.
I believe the Facebook live streams keep a track of dunks. Is that his 15?
I'm going to call that 16.
Okay,
16.
Okay, so 16th dunk of the season.
Chucks up the buzzer beater, and it won't go, and he's down. Another player down. I think it was the same guy. So he's going to get back up. So that concludes our first quarter of action. Scores 27-17. Crusaders firing on all cylinders. So instead of going to a timeout, we're going to keep talking, especially with Mr. Butler here. So, Mr. Butler, can you talk to us a little bit about Coach Ken Shields?
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, Ken Shields is in the house here today.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the front row right here to our left. He got 460 wins while coaching at St. Thomas, which is a school that's now closed, as well as Highlands.
Okay.
He actually retired in 1988 and went on to NKU to get another 300-plus wins. So he's really a Northern Kentucky coaching legend, and he could have had a whole lot of wins in high school if that's where he stayed.
If he kept going,
but once he heard about this record, he wanted to be here, and Grant Brannon helped make sure that happened, and I'm sure he'll be involved in the post-game festivities. But and he did a lot of great things with Northern, including winning a Division II national title, getting to at least one other Final Four. So welcome to Coach Shields. Congratulations on an excellent career, and Clay Sack being here for a game where we hope Coach Faust gets a record. But as we know, watching Bluegrass last year, we had to come back to beat them by 2. So let's have a big second quarter, and I'll turn the call back over to you guys.
All right. You know, you got to kind of give props to Coach Ken Shields. He was coaching in Division II. NKU's now Division I. Probably one of the big reasons why NKU is now respected as a D1 school and got to move up. So He's really a Northern Kentucky basketball legend around here.
NKU having a lot of successes in the Horizon League in D1. They have at least 2 Horizon League championships I know of, and Sam Vincent, a Highlands alumni, is tearing it up in Highlands Heights for them.
Well, I think their first year in Division I that they won the Horizon League and then went on to play UK in the first round of the NCAA championship 4 or 5 years ago. So back into the second quarter, 7:30 on the clock. We got the same guys on the quarters earlier. Score's 27-17. Drew Flanagan's going to fire from 3. Can't hit.
Shooting was a little off in the JV game. Tries to get back for the...
Yeah, that was a tough foul. Ethan kind of knew it, grabbed his arm a bit. This Crusader team having a lot of success. This might be one of the highest scoring games they've had so far, especially for the first quarter, 27 points. A lot of that coming from the free throw line.
Free throws will be essential for them as they're in double bonus the whole second quarter. They shoot 63% as a team average, and only average 10 a game, but they'll definitely get a lot more here.
Yeah. Well, actually, last weekend I was hanging out with a couple of my buddies, and Jack Grayson and Alex Hammond, both on this Crusader team. They're great friends of mine, and we were talking about free throws, and Jack was saying how he had to work really hard over the offseason to improve, and how he's kind of changed up his rhythm a little bit. And he explained that when you're shooting at the free throw line, you know, playing just in the game, it's all kind of instinctual, and like you're not really thinking, you're just kind of doing. And he said when you get to the free throw line, everything stops and there's just a million things running through your mind at once. And he said he struggled with that for a little bit.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Matt Reese finishing at the rim again, and he's closing in on 10 points tonight. That puts him at 8. And so he was explaining that he's started to kind of count in his head to 3, slow down, and then take the shot, and that's helped him. And then Alex chimed in that sometimes he won't even look at the rim until he's ready to shoot, just to keep that kind of instinctual thought process in, as in see the hoop, shoot, like you do when you know you're catching and shooting at the three-point line.
It's a mental battle for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Jack almost got that steal. Drives in. Great help defense from Cam. Jack lost the ball. Blue Hawks got it back. Fires for 3. No good. Now Clem's going to end up with the ball.
Good defensive effort by the Crew that possession.
Yeah. On the court, Drew Flanagan, Jack Grayson, Cam Lemon, Rhett Ravenscraft, and Matt Reesing. Matt having a fantastic game.
Rhett looking for that skip pass.
Yep. Gives it to Jack. Back to Drew. Back to Rhett. Here's another 3 from Rhett. He's back.
Money.
He's back. Number 4 is back. It's his second 3 of the night. So Rhett, with limited minutes, already has 6 points. Pulls up. Bad shot selection. Driving in.
Great defense by Rhett.
Yeah. Cut off the baseline. Throws it away. Matt's going to end up with the steal. No, he's not. Ball's loose.
Oh,
great defensive effort from Reesing. Here come the Blue Hawks. Driving in against Rhett. Cam's going to get the help defense, and Rhett's going to bring that rebound down. Lost control as he fell to the ground.
Man, just great all-around effort by the Crew tonight on their home floor with this many people.
Yeah. Pulls up from deep 3.
Wow.
No good. These Blue Hawks are not hitting their 3s tonight. Ball will go to the Crusaders. So 5 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. 32-18 is our score. Junior guard Andrew Reese is going to check in, giving Matt his first break of the night.
Now, Andrew Reese has definitely gotten a lot more minutes in the past few games.
Yeah.
I think that's due to his three-point shooting abilities. He can really quickly move the ball, knows when to shoot, knows when not to shoot, and drive in.
There it is.
As we see there.
This is his first.
Yeah, a really smart player, really quick player, and I think the Crew will be seeing a lot of him next year too.
Yeah. I think he's almost a lock for a starting position next year. You know, really the reason why these juniors don't get a lot of playing time on varsity this year isn't because of their lack of skill or talent, but just the fact that there are so many such talented seniors on this roster. Which is kind of the same thing that we saw with a couple years ago with that Wyatt Veith squad where, I mean, there were so many seniors and you rarely saw Owen Setters or Camden Fetters. Blue Hawks are going to get a steal. It's going to go one-on-one. Drew trying to draw the foul, and they're going to call it blocking. Guess the ref didn't see him plant his feet. Tough call to make. Drew the end one as well, so he'll go to the free throw line to shoot one. Drew picks up his first. Free throw on the way. Sinks it. That was number 3, Nathan Samples. Big fan of his shoes. I like them. Kind of the teal. Cam lost it. Oh, back with the crew. Fires for Maurice. Good. Maurice sinks it. There's that three-point ability we were talking about. Timeout's going to be called. We got something brewing in the student section. Can't tell what yet. I guess nothing. So, Mr. Butler, anything else you got for us about Mr. Coach Ken Shields?
Well, no, I think we're going to move on to the man of the night here, and it's another 30-second timeout, so we'll make this one pretty quick. This is his 31st season coaching at St. Henry, but he's coached a lot more. He's actually been coaching since he was a graduate student at Thomas More when he would have been maybe 22 or 23.
Yeah.
So he's really about 40 years into this. So we're going to talk a little bit about the first 9, and then we'll get into the 31 that he's had here and some of the stats that go with it.
Okay.
But we're back to some basketball now.
All right. Bluegrass is going to take it up the court, 35-21. The crew have kind of been in complete control of this game so far. Thanks to their defense and good shooting tonight.
Great defense by Drew Flanagan. Good
and
effort
yet another
by Jack
steal.
Grayson.
Jack Grayson's going to end up with that one. Ball's loose. What? And that is a play that you will not see every day. Shoots it from his knees on the ground and banks it in.
Wow.
I would say whatever that was.
The bank is open even on your knees.
I don't know if I've ever seen a play like that before. I think that was number 2, Liam Hansen.
Got 3 subs checking in at the scorer's table.
Jack driving in, going baseline, can't finish. He's fighting for his own rebound. Great hustle. Swings it to Cam. Cam gonna drive in, kicks it to Drew. One more. There's Jack Grayson. Seeking revenge for the missed layup. He sinks the 3.
Jack Grayson had a great performance in the All-A tournament, being named to the St. Henry's selection for the All-A All-Tournament team.
Yeah.
For the region.
Here come the crew. Ooh. Rhett almost threw it out. Swings it, finds Jack. Open from mid-range, rattles in and out. Uh-oh, Blue Hawks. That's the second time they've almost thrown it out of bounds right there. Looking around the crowd, I see some more familiar faces. Father Jason, sorry. Father Jason's in the building. Jack Grayson draws the charge. Great defensive play.
Rhett, Cam, and Drew will come out of the game, and we'll get some of the starters back: Matt Riesing, Ethan Kaiser, and Braden Fetters.
Great performance so far from Rhett Ravenscraft. That's what you love to see, playing aggressive on defense and doing his job on offense. 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Drew swinging it around. They'll find Andrew Reese. Looking to get something going. Gives it to Kaiser. Kaiser looking for Braden down low. Throws it into 3 defenders. That's a turnover.
Just those entry
2 on
passes.
1. Tips it away. Ball's loose. Seen a lot of loose balls tonight.
Those entry passes and skip passes are really killing us, just not securely getting them to the...
Three-pointer from the corner. Sinks it. He had a terrible angle on that shot and still hit it.
Number 4, Sammy King.
Yeah,
I believe that's his second.
Blue Hawks hitting some unorthodox shots tonight. Now the crew are looking to answer. Finds Braden down low. Jack Grayson in the corner from 3.
Great pass.
Knocks it down. Same shot as about a minute ago. Jack Grayson's heating up here in the second quarter. Timeout's going to be called by the Blue Hawks. And our score is 41-26, closing in on halftime. So we'll bring back Mr. Butler. Talk to us a little more about Coach Faust's early career as a coach.
Another 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
I love it. So we're going to skip to where Coach Faust was the varsity baseball coach at Newport Catholic and the JV basketball coach. Well, at that time, Ron Don, who's also got, 400 and something wins at the boys level. He's got hundreds more at the girls level. Kind of Coach Faust's hero growing up playing sports at New Canton. He's a little bit younger than him. He was there as a varsity coach, so if he really wanted to coach varsity basketball, he was going to have to go to another school. Principal Audie, who was here for about 30 years himself, hired Coach Faust very early in his tenure. And while Coach Faust did various opportunities to leave, I know one was mentioned to be Connor. I know there were others. He ultimately decided to stay at the school and is still here 31 years later. So we'll talk a little bit more about what happened in those 31 years next.
Sounds like a plan. So minute 16 on the clock, 41-26. Mr. Audie finished his tenure as St. Henry principal in the 2019-2020 school year. So that was my freshman year. I was here in his last year's principal. So I didn't really get to know him all that well. But from what I've heard, he was a fantastic principal. And I remember he was likable. But again, as a freshman, I was a little bit intimidated by Mr. Audie.
Not to spoil what we have to come, but his son, Matt Audie, was an integral part of the 2003 9th Region Championship.
Oh, Ethan tips it away, and he's going to get a wide open look. Finishes the layup. Yet another breakaway bucket for Ethan Kaiser.
Ethan Kaiser super sneaky on the perimeter defense. That's his second takeaway of the game.
Yeah. So I think he's sitting at 6 points and 2 steals tonight. Uh-oh. Scrambling for the ball. Blue Hawks still have it. Jump ball's going to be called, and that one is going to go to the Crusaders.
Man, we've said it before, but I'll say it again. Great defensive effort all around. Diving on loose balls. We had 3 guys on that loose ball that time.
7 seconds left. So they're going to have to get the ball down quickly and look for a last-second shot. I'd be willing to bet they're looking for Braden down low. Matt's going to roll it into Ethan. And here we go, 7 seconds on the clock. Double teams quickly, breaks through it, finds Braden. Braden driving in, no call. Ball's loose, and that's gonna end it. Heading into the second half, 43-26, Crusaders in complete control. Don't go anywhere, this isn't a normal game. We're gonna stay on all of halftime. And here comes the fun part of the night.
Andy, well, you want to start with Max since he's here?
Yeah.
Hey, Max. You're up first, baby. And then Marty will line up some of these other cats.
We're starting to line up the interviewees. First up tonight, Max Schluter.
Yeah, you probably know, but keep it close to your phone.
Max, it's been a minute. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. How's UK treating you?
It's been awesome, and I'm really glad I went there. But also glad to be back here tonight.
Yeah. So Max, you were the one that kind of started this broadcast club. So can you talk to me a little bit about how that got started and what got you interested in it?
I always kind of had a passion for it when I was growing up, and during high school, fortunately, there were a lot of really good players in my grade, so I wasn't really going to see the court. So I was like, hey, why don't I just get some friends and just start broadcasting? So that was pretty much how it got going.
All right. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a halftime game. So, Max, can you do you have any fun stories about Coach Faust? Since you were on that, you helped with that back-to-back 2020-2021 All-A state finals. Do you have any fun stories about Coach Faust or anything funny you'd like to tell us?
I guess just, during practice, just being with him all the time.
Yeah.
He's a guy that likes to just live in the moment
and
not really get too caught up in records and things like that. So that's why I'm really happy for him, and he's getting the record here tonight. And so I'm just glad that he gets to do that. And there are a lot of good times with him and just helping me out and making sure I was always felt like I was on the team. And so I'm really glad and really happy for him.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for joining us, Max. I'll hopefully be joining you at UK next year.
Yeah,
so
hopefully.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you. So you might see a large gathering of people at half court. These are all the players, or former players, in attendance tonight that have played under Coach Fowles. Looks like we're trying to get them turned around a little bit to take the picture. We're all facing the wrong direction. I mean, look at all that, Nathan.
Wow, they're turning towards us too.
Yeah, and those are just the guys who were able to make it tonight.
Coming up next, we'll have Michael Schmidt, part of the 2003 team.
Yeah.
He was interviewed for Cincinnati.com, so he'll definitely have some good stories for us to tell.
Yeah, so looking in, seeing some familiar faces.
Yeah, I know Wyatt Veith.
Yeah, Gabe Ryan all the way in the white hat on the far right. He was also big into Broadcast Club, and he's studying broadcast and journalism at Xavier right now.
So Wyatt Veith and his dad played for under Faust, so that's really gives you some perspective on how long Faust's tenure has been and how much he's impacted the school.
That's incredible. Must have been such a fun reunion for all these guys coming back tonight.
Yeah.
They showed up to a great game, 43-26. We're seeing great overall performances. Jack Grayson has a couple threes. Matt Reesing slamming a dunk down. Rhett Ravenscraft, his home debut of the year, hits 2 threes.
It's just a great night overall, Friday night game.
Yeah.
And, lots of stories to tell.
And it looks like we have our second guest of halftime, Mr. Michael Schmidt.
Do I put something on?
There, we can give you this. Yeah, there you go.
Make sure you hold up close, too.
All right, Mr. Schmidt.
Thank
you for coming here tonight. So
my pleasure. I get to listen and watch you guys on TV when I'm not here.
There you go.
Great. You guys do a great job.
So you were on that 03 team, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's right. I was on the 2003 9th Region and All-A State Championship team. Myself and 7 other seniors, most of which are here tonight.
Yeah.
So, it was a great year. We were 30-5.
Wow.
First All-A State title in history. First 9th Region, only 9th Region title in history. And, more importantly, it was just a lot of fun with a lot of good guys.
Yeah. So do you have any fun stories about Coach Faust or something funny you can tell us?
Well, some stories I probably can't say on the air.
I'd imagine, yeah.
No, I think one of the funniest stories was down in All-A State. We were playing Mayfield on Friday, our second game. Myself, Mark Hukel, Joe Sparrett, Todd Veith, we were rooming together. We were taking a nap before the game. Someone forgot to set the alarm. So we wake up to people banging on the door like, what's going on? Where are you guys? So we quickly get dressed, walk in. Everybody's sitting in the bus, dead silence. We're like, oh, we were in some serious trouble. But Coach, was pretty wise, let us play. We ended up winning the game in a close game against Mayfield.
Yeah. That sounds like the most high school thing ever, just not setting your alarm.
Which how much, we practiced and, we needed to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. So what's your favorite thing about coming back tonight?
Oh, gosh. I mean, it's, look at all the guys that come back here and support Coach, support the school, the program. A lot of these guys I don't see except coming back here to these games.
Yeah.
And so, it's just a great atmosphere, great school, great community, and proud to be a part of it.
And then I got one more question for you. Do you see any players on the court tonight that maybe remind you of your style of play or remind you of your build or kind of gameplay or anything like that?
Well, I will tell you this. I was very surprised to see how many guys in warm-ups dunking.
I know.
I mean, I'm not just talking about barely getting over the rim. I'm talking about going up, hitting their head on the backboard and throwing it down.
Yeah, some of
them. A few of us could dunk back in high school, but man, I don't know what's their feeding these kids these days.
It's scary. They come in here during our free period and dunk, and it's terrifying because they're practicing all that.
Oh, now we got an awesome game.
Oh my gosh, upset. Jude Bessler just lost the knockout. Pretty sure that's Danny Tuis.
She asked me if I wanted to play, but I didn't want to embarrass anybody out there.
No,
so.
naturally. So do you still live around here? Or did you travel to come here tonight?
No, I live just in Union, Kentucky.
Okay.
My wife and daughter and I do, and so it's I still see a lot of the guys from the 9th Region team, a lot of the seniors, still good friends.
That's awesome.
It's good to see everybody else here tonight and all the community coming out to support Coach Faust.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up here, Mr. Schmidt. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Great work.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
All right.
That was Mr. Michael Schmidt. Funny story about the waking up late.
Definitely can see that happening to the current team.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That I can just imagine Braden Fetters and
Braden Fetters, they would have to be.
Not setting their
Mike Rigler, 96, I believe.
Oh, now we got another alumni. Mr. Mike Rigler, how are you doing?
Good, man. How are you all doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here for Coach Faust.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about that 96 team that you were on?
96 team, we still played in the, we practiced in the old gym.
Really?
So we were still in the old high school back then. So we always practiced in the little gym. And then our home games actually were at Thomas More.
Okay.
So basically, we never had a home game ever. But we're an average team. We were the second of Coach Faust's team to win the All-A region. And so that was a really exciting time for us. And got to go down state, things like that. But we just had a really good group of guys who a lot of them are here tonight from 95, 6, and 7. But Coach Faust, he was such a great guy and always cared so much about his players, did anything for us.
Yeah.
One of the funnier stories I remember is back when I was a sophomore, we got a heck of a snowstorm come in. So bad that they shut down I-75 for like 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
Schools canceled.
Yeah.
Yet somehow or another, basketball practice is not canceled.
Of course. That sounds exactly like Coach Faust.
Yeah. My mom, we lived in Union back then. It was way out there.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I can't get you to practice. So I called Coach, and I'm like, hey, I can't get out there. I mean, we're snowed in. He drove like a little Plymouth Sundance, little red car. Sure enough, here he comes up my driveway to pick me up to go to practice. Picks me up, goes to practice. He did take me to McDonald's afterwards.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's always awkward as a sophomore sitting with the varsity coach. He had to buy me lunch and all that stuff.
That's hilarious.
But it was a real great experience for us to play with him through the years. Just such a good person, and he really signifies St. Henry.
Yeah.
You know, just his character is exactly what this school's about.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been very, very fortunate to have him through all of this year. So really extremely happy for him and happy for the St. Henry community to be able to honor him here tonight.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Rigler. We really appreciate you coming up here tonight.
All right.
It was great seeing you again.
Thank you all.
You know, to piggyback on what Mr. Rigler mentioned, I think Coach Faust is the definition of what a Crusader is.
Definitely.
A fantastic role model for all the students. You know, outside of basketball, he's a teacher here at St. Henry. Oh my God, he did it again! Wow. Matt Reesing.
I'm calling that 17.
Matt Reesing did it again. And we're not even 10 seconds into the third quarter.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I do have a little story about that one when we get a chance.
All right.
Tom Butler commenting that's his 17th dunk of the year.
That is incredible.
17 dunks for a high schooler.
Here they come again. Ethan can't finish.
This guy is 17, 18 years old, and he's dunking 17 times in a game.
Offensive rebound. Put back is no good. Carson Shea will get the rebound. Throws it up the court. Oh boy, here's Braden.
Wow.
Finishes at the rim.
Transition points really helping the crew out.
The Crusaders have made this a 21-point game. So
if they keep this up, we might be able to do some Faust facts.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can
sustain this. Yeah. And back to my point, Coach Faust, just the definition of a Crusader. Oh wow.
Braden Fetters getting the charge. Don't see that a lot.
Interesting call.
Big guy.
Yeah. Great defensive play. That's the second charge the crew have taken tonight. So, I mean, not only a fantastic basketball coach, but a great role model at school. He teaches business for the upperclassmen, and I mean, every student that has taken his class, I've never heard a bad thing about him, which is rare for a high school teacher, because everybody's complaining about something. Matt Reesing almost threw down his third dunk of the night off that alley-oop.
Wow.
Braden finishes at the rim. It's the Braden Matt show to start off the second half. Great performance from those two already.
Great to hear from different generations at halftime. We had a 21 graduate, a 03 graduate, and a 96 graduate. Obviously, that 96 graduate played in the old gym and Thomas More for his home games. Definitely come a long way, St. Henry. And Coach Faust is a big part of that. He really started that success in the 9th region, and
good block from Jack.
Day.
2 blocks. Oh man! Thought Jack picked up his second block on that play, but instead he draws he gets rung up for the foul. So his first foul of the game. Well, you know what, Nathan? You know what we haven't done yet tonight? Food with Francis. Did you have the school lunch today?
I did, in fact, have the school lunch.
Okay, so let's get started. So what did you have?
So I had the calzones today.
Me too.
So great all-around lunch. Friday lunch always has to be one of the best lunches.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it all day. And
applesauce was a great touch today, I think. Really brought the meal together.
In my opinion, hot broccoli, one of the best vegetables you can have.
Yeah.
So
and then my crew bar today was fantastic.
Definitely.
So I mean, I would give this a 9 out of 10 lunch.
Yeah. If you're wondering how St. Henry lunches are, well, I mean, Matt Reesing, I don't know if he packed or bought, but he just had 2 dunks in this game.
I know.
So obviously they're feeding the kids right here.
Oh yeah. Fires from 3, no good. Braden's got the rebound, and here come the crew. Gives it to Matt. Oh, I'm not going to call that one a dunk. That was iffy. He wanted to, but I think he had to twist his body a bit. Either way, gets the bucket. Doesn't matter if you dunk it or lay it up in there. It's 2 points. So 53-27. These Blue Hawks kind of –
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Both refs calling something different. Oh, timeout for the Blue Hawks. Looks like it'll stay with blue ball. All right, Mr. Butler, let's continue this Coach Faust story.
All right, so, you guys talked about where St. Henry used to play. Really, the teams we used to play. We played a very small school schedule. Dan Traim started to change that in the very early 90s, but Coach Faust is the one who really took it to the next level. He got St. Henry playing what would be considered a Northern Kentucky big school schedule, and that led to a lot of success. And it started with that 1993 team that won the All-A region and got to play their All-A state down at Rupp Arena. I think Jeff Flanagan might be up here a little bit later to be able to speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I just got word that he'd be up here after the third quarter.
Okay, so you'll have him to talk to. But speaking of All-A regions, the 1993 team, which is Coach Faust's first team and first year here, that was the first of 8 All-A region championships that St. Henry has won, all by Coach Faust. 3 of those teams went on to win the All-A state. That was the 2003 team, the 2020 team, and the 2021 team. We'll talk a little bit about districts and regions when we get another break here.
All right,
but Coach Faust getting these kids ready to play a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Boy, did we see that this year. The first 9 games they played this year were as tough as I've ever seen. It's a different level. Things have kind of normalized, and the team's record has flipped. They started 2-7. They're now 7-2 in their last 9, looking to go 8-2.
Yeah. And really, Nathan and I have talked about it a lot, that tough schedule. I mean, even though 2-7 doesn't look like a good record, a number of those games, great steal from Carson Shea with the transition bucket to go along with it. A lot of those games definitely winnable if a couple more buckets go in or couple of the opposing team's buckets roll out.
The ninth region is crazy wide right now. Connor looking formidable if they hit their shots. Great three-point shooting team, but we beat them, obviously, without Landon Hamilton and him on minutes. But Newport
beat Cooper to start out the season.
And then Newport traded wins with Beechwood, so Beechwood just beat them this week. And injuries to them, so Taylon Kenny, their star point guard, is out right now with a knee injury. So I wonder how long that'll take him. And coming up this week, we have a huge game which determines the first seed in the District 34 against us versus Lloyd at St. Henry on Thursday night. So a little region district recap for you.
Oh, Jack Grayson. Great finish. I mean, this team is shooting lights out tonight. It's 57-27, so already a 30-point game. I'd imagine that there will be at least 3 Crusader players. Foul's going to be called. 3 Crusader players in double digits at minimum. I think Matt Reesing's already there. Braden Fetters might be as well. You've got Jack sitting at least 8. I think Ethan's got 6. Carson's probably in that 5 to 6 range. Shot's not going to go. Offensive rebound. The putback is good. So now it's 57-29. Alex Hammond in the game. Ethan fighting through the contact, draws the foul. So he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And as this game progresses, we might see a little bit less minutes from the starters as we see Cam Lemon and Rhett Ravenscraft getting ready to check in. Alex Hammond on the court. More minutes from the bench. So Braden will check out. Rhett's going to check in for Ethan. Here's the second free throw. Sinks the second. And Ethan will take a trip to the bench, take a rest. Rhett's back on the court. Our guy. You know, puts a smile on my face every time to see him back on the court. Really happy. So the crew are in a 2-3 zone. It's been very successful tonight for them. Swings it. That's a three-pointer, but it's no good. Ball's going to bounce. Jack's got the rebound, and Rhett's going to take up the ball.
Bluegrass haven't had much luck with the three-point tonight.
Finds Alex in the corner. Swings it to Cam.
Ooh, great ball movement.
Jack shoots a contested 3. That one's no good. His first miss from the three-point line. Alex Hammond's going to get called for over the back.
His first, team's fourth.
Blue Hawks bring it up the court. Crusaders still in that 2-3 zone, allows them to get some help defense. So they're going to give up the three-point shot a little bit more, but Blue Hawks aren't hitting them tonight, so probably the smart move. And that's the good coaching of Coach Faust. Fires from 3, that one's good.
I have an announcer jinx there.
Yeah, made me a liar.
That's Liam Hansen, their leading scorer.
Let's get Rhett another shot here. I want to see him hit another one. Oh, Carson sent the guy to the floor, finds Alex in the corner. Alex, the sharpshooter, hits the 3.
Carson not shy about letting them know. Dropped them, and that 3 from Alex Hammond.
Tries to match it. They won't. Offensive rebound. Can't put it back. Blue Hawks will retain possession. They'll swing it out and reset. Uh-oh, lost the ball. It's Carson and Jack. Carson's going to take it himself and finishes at the rim. So the steal and the bucket from Carson Shea, 63-32. Crusaders are 1 point away from doubling this Blue Hawks score. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and they'll get a chance here. We'll see Drew Flanagan and Andrew Reese check into the game. So the starters are out, and we probably won't see them return unless this We're going to go ahead and hand the mic over to Mr. Butler, and we're going to hear some more about Coach Faust as time winds down in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think we might get to running clock land, and I know you got an interview with Jeff Flanagan coming up.
Yep.
I want to share a couple more things just to make sure. Now, anybody who's read the paper this week has seen a lot of this stuff. There's been some incredible write-ups about Coach Faust.
Yeah.
Bucket there for Bluegrass, 63-34. District, St. Henry has won the district 8 times. That's the year-end tournament that includes all the schools of all sizes. His first 4 were in the old 33rd district, which was a monster. They were almost all big schools. There were 6 or 7 schools in it, and there were only 1 or 2 small ones.
Oh, that's my boy.
There's Red
Ravenscraft again.
And then they won the next 4 in what's now the 34th district, which is still a great accomplishment to win, but not built quite the same way the old 33rd was. And a shout out to 2007 to 2010 teams won 4 districts in a row. And a little reminder, we're going to hit the district here in a few weeks at St. Henry. 3-pointer for Bluegrass, 65-37. And we'll talk a little bit about the one regional champ when we get another moment here. I know you interviewed Michael Schmidt earlier. He was on that team.
Just a reminder, we are going to broadcast districts, all 4 games, so the kind of play-in game and then both first-round games as well as the championship. No matter where the Crusaders land in that tournament. Andrew Reese fires from 3. He's been hot tonight as he hits his second. This is the best shooting I think I've seen the Crusaders have all season.
Yeah. Great all-around performances.
Yeah, time's winding down. 5 seconds. Blue Hawks are going to get a last-second shot here. 3 seconds. Fires from deep. Whoa! Sinks it from deep, but either way, it's 68-40. So Crusaders in complete control, up by 28. And here he comes, Mr. Flanagan, a name you might recognize. His son just stepping off the court for a second. He plays varsity as well as JV.
One of Dave's original multi-generational first team.
Mr. Flanagan, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Doing really good, thank you.
Good. Excited to see your son play?
It is.
He's playing well tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. It's strange knowing that watch my son out there and the same coaches coaching him that coached me.
Oh, I'm sure. And can you tell us a little bit about your experience under Coach Faust?
Well, it was only 1 year.
Yeah.
Obviously, he came my senior year. I just remember right off the bat, you could tell he was a loyal person. Talked about how we would be the most important to him except for his family, which obviously, that kind of sets the tone.
Yeah.
But obviously different style than what we had previously, both great coaches, and obviously he has shown with his longevity and the record, and now we're sitting here tonight, the record speaks for itself.
So do you ever talk to Coach Faust after the games and kind of catch up with him, or do you really just kind of let Drew do his thing, kind of stay away and just watch from a distance?
I don't talk to him about basketball. I'm not sure if you know, but Scott Millay is my sister's husband.
Yeah.
They're brother-in-laws. So over the course of our kids, birthday parties, after I graduated, I talked to Dave, talk basketball, but I don't talk to him anything about my son. He's much more.
Oh yeah,
I'll screw him up, Dave won't.
His own world, yeah. And we always see you at the game, pretty much sitting in the same spot. Do you think Drew's a better ball player than you were?
Absolutely.
Really?
100%. I think he just needs to keep improving on his confidence in his game.
Oh yeah.
But I think once he feels like he belongs and starts to be confident all the time, I think we'll see a different player.
Yeah. And I got to play baseball with him last year, and I mean, even though he was a younger guy than me, definitely he's a leader. You can just tell, and I think once he becomes a senior next year, I think he'll fit into that role.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. I'm looking forward to baseball. I don't want basketball to end yet. And,
no.
But I really enjoyed watching you play last year, too.
Thank you.
You were the heart and soul of that JV team last year.
Thank
you.
Sure. So do you have any fun stories about Coach Faust that you could tell us on air?
No, what comes to mind, obviously, is what I talked about, his dedication, his loyalty. I think his one-liners over the years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
my gosh,
you as students, you all know those, right? Happy to be here, and there's different types of things.
Yeah.
But, heading for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
And once you get as old as me, you start to forget things.
It's all good.
But some of the things that come to mind from our senior year was winning the All-A, and then going down and getting to play in Rupp, and that was a heartbreaker. We had to play University Heights. But those are some of the things, and then winning the district in a hard district back then.
Yeah.
If everybody remembers, it wasn't the same district. We
yeah,
had
that's
some
what
really
Mr. Butler was just telling us. It was a difficult district back in the day.
Simon, Connor, Boone, Walton. So that was a gauntlet for a small school like us. And then, obviously we lost in the region of Holy Cross. But overall, it was a great year. I played with a lot of great guys. Obviously, the jersey is hanging up in there with Rob Paget, Adam Time, and Ron Ryan, who Gabe played. Obviously, you guys know Ron. So, and you can see how much people love Dave and how many people turned out tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's just, I think Mr. Rigler put it best, just the definition of what a Crusader is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, for him to be here this long, and I'm pretty sure that if you interview anybody that's come across Gabe, I doubt you could find anybody that would say a bad word about him.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying. We've never heard a student say anything negative about him ever. I mean, it's amazing.
And I think just, he's a man of faith, and it's just, it spills over to how he is and how he treats people and how he treats his students, how he treats parents. So.
Yeah. All right, you got anything else for us, Mr. Flanagan?
Nope, I appreciate you bearing with me through this.
Thank you. It's great talking to you.
You guys do a great job, by the way.
Thank you. That was Mr. Flanagan, one of Faust's former players and father of Drew Flanagan. Andrew Reese will draw the foul, and while we were talking to Mr. Flanagan, he hit yet another three, so just like you were talking about when he first subbed in, dangerous three-point shooter, and I think that makes him 3 for 4 tonight.
Wow, some great stories from all around classes. Didn't know that thing about the 33rd district, having Connor Boone.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Simon Kenton, that's a very tough district.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cooper and Ryle did not exist at that time that they were playing in 93, 96.
This has been one of the coolest broadcasts I think I've been a part of, just to have all these former players come up here and talk to us. And we've been, especially in the last couple weeks, got to hear a lot about Coach Faust's career, which, I mean, you never would have known because he's really humble. He really doesn't talk about himself ever, doesn't want the light on him. I mean, really humble guy.
Yeah. Speaking of Mr. Flanagan, when you mentioned the one-liners, I want to know, what's your favorite one-liner that you hear? I've got many from practice and in school.
This isn't a signature like that he says to everyone. This is just to me, but I love just walking by his classroom and getting 2 steps past and then just hearing from the doorway, "What's up, Quentin?" Just as I'm walking by, and I mean, that always brightens my day. But I think my personal favorite one-liner has got to be the "How are you doing today?" Or "How are you feeling today, Coach?" "I feel like $1 million."
Oh, that's a classic.
That's a classic.
My uncles talk about it, and I hear it.
And I guarantee you, if we went down and talked to him right now and asked him how he's feeling, that's what he would say.
Especially up by almost 40, as you see.
Closing in on 40. What's your favorite one-liner of Coach's?
Man, I've heard a lot from practice this year and
I'd imagine.
in school. But my favorite would have to be the "you hear but you don't listen." Man, it really means something, but on the if you just take it surface level, it's pretty funny.
It's just fun. I really like the so Cam Lemon was explaining to me about a month ago. He's got a story about and it's a long story about how a student was late to practice because he had a court date because he got a ticket. And it was like picture day or something. And it's this really long story. But Cam says that every time he tells it throughout the year, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter until at the point that it's like something around the lines of, and you might know it better, but he says like, "You got a court date, you're late to practice, can't help you."
Yep.
So, I mean, that one was really
funny. It's always a story
funny.
about not just skipping school to if you have a court date at 2 p.m., but yeah, man, he's a great coach.
Oh, yeah.
I've learned a lot about him in the past year.
Yeah, which has been really cool.
A couple months.
Yeah.
And then in my freshman year even, just seeing him in the hallways. He knew my brother, obviously, from his time as a statistician for St. Henry.
Yeah. Another one that I really like are a good friend of mine, Jack Goodwin, always wearing a hat to school. And it's every day. Take off that hat, Waldo. Every single day. And he said it today coming in as we were greeting people for school. Take off that hat, Waldo. Quentin, you can keep yours on. So we're going to hand it back over to Mr. Butler to tell us keep going through the journey.
Yeah, we're going to jump in on like 2 more points because we're down to 3 minutes and we got a running clock. It's going to be Dave Faust celebration time here shortly.
Oh,
but, I mentioned the All-A regions, which was 8. I mentioned the All-A state, which was 3. The district, which is 8. He did have 1 regional champ. Michael Schmidt was one of the players on that team. Again, they got a lot of ink in the paper this week, a lot of guys, a lot of good quotes. That team went to Rupp Arena and lost to the eventual state champion, Mason County.
Yeah.
They had a player that went on to Tennessee and was a big star, maybe to the NBA. I kind of forget about that. But we had an injury to one of our top 6 players late in that game. Lost to Mason County by 2. There might have even been a walk or a non-walk call. It was just a super close game. Mason County went on to win state easily.
Yeah.
So if we get through that game or play them later in the tournament, that team is the closest one Dave would have had to winning, the KHSAA state champ of all schools of all sizes. Which for a school of this size would be an amazing accomplishment. I'm a little biased. I think the 2021 team was probably his next best chance.
Yeah, that team was incredible. I think that was there.
Yeah, we thought the team that won the 9th region had a great chance to win downstate. So Highlands got us in the semifinal, and they went on to win every game down there by 15 or more.
Yeah.
So that was another one. They didn't get to Rupp, but they had the path, and that was in that strange COVID season. So that's really it, kind of on the accomplishments. A couple other things. His son Adam is the JV coach for Connor.
Yeah.
So he's kept that, coaching tradition going through the family. He coaches for Matt Otte, who played on that great 02-03 team that won the All-A state and went down to Rupp Arena. I think Matt's in the house here today. I think I saw him in that group photo that they had at halftime. And, I think the main thing I would say is when you saw how many former players are out in the middle of that court, on a Friday night when all we did was try to pass the word through text and social media and phone calls.
Yeah.
All the players, announcements, I never had the chance to play for him. My son did. I'm glad he had that chance. I know he was better off for that opportunity, but congrats to Coach Faust. A heck of a coaching career, and I don't think he's going anywhere.
No.
I think this record's going to continue to be extended over time. So we'll keep a track of the number, but I assume this will be the last celebration, at least until he decides he's not going to coach. And he might do that. He might let us know after he's done. I don't think this is his favorite type of scene he's about to enter into, but hopefully he enjoys that, and everybody else here will. And thanks for having me join your broadcast, guys. You do a great job. I look forward to hearing you the rest of the year and all through districts.
We really appreciate you coming, Mr. Butler. We really appreciate it. So thank you. So the Crusaders closing in on tonight's win, which would be, as we've mentioned all night, Coach Faust's 461st career win. 30 seconds away from the celebration. And I mean, a fantastic shooting performance. Oh, and there's Mr. Flanagan's son, Drew, finishing at the rim. It's 84-45, so an absolute blowout tonight.
Wow.
And I mean, the Crusaders came out, and it seemed like they were on a mission.
Yeah.
Probably the best shooting performance I've seen out of them tonight.
Best defensive effort.
Best defense.
Out of the home games we've
and we're
seen.
going to get a standing ovation. 3, 2, 1, and Coach Faust is the sole 9th Region Boys win record holder. Congratulations. Let the celebration begin. Everybody's on their feet.
Man, what a night.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. I'm getting chills.
40 years of coaching experience, 31 at St. Henry.
461 wins. I mean, that is incredible. Here comes the student section. Running onto the court. And it's going to be a big group hug.
And the fight song continues.
You can barely make out Coach Faust standing right in front of the Crusader there.
Obviously a very humble guy.
Yeah.
Never wants the spotlight on him, but he totally deserves it tonight.
I mean, Mr. Coach Faust, I know you listen to these games afterwards to our broadcast, so if you're still listening right now, we are so grateful for you. We're so lucky to have you. I mean,
yeah, great man.
Crusader legend.
Great coach.
Yeah, we both look up to you. Nathan, both of us as a coach, as a teacher, and most importantly as a man and as a Crusader. So thank you for all that you've done for us before and after we leave. We know that even once I graduate, you're still going to be here making an impact on thousands of students. And we really appreciate it, Coach. Right there, that's Coach Ken Shields.
Coach Ken Shields, former Highlands and Northern Kentucky University head coach and the former Region 9 all-time wins leader with 460 victories. Also, Principal Mr. Brandon and Administrator Matt Schneider have a special game ball presentation. As many of you know, the ninth victory for Coach Faust makes him the all-time winningest coach in Region 9 boys basketball history with 461 Coach has led the Crusaders to 3 All-A state championships in 2003, 2020, and 2021, and a trip to the KHS 8A Sweet 16 in 2003. Coach, thank you for your dedication to St. Henry boys basketball over the past 31 years, and congratulations on this tremendous achievement. The Region 9 all-time wins leader with 461 career victories and counting, Coach Dave Faust. Let's hear it for him. This time we'd like to invite Coach Faust and his family to center court for recognition and photos. Former players and peers are invited to join us in the cafeteria to celebrate Coach and his achievement. We also invite all Coach Faust former players down for a photo as well.
So that does it. Crusaders pull in a big win. Coach Faust, the hero of tonight. And I think that's going to wrap it up for us. Celebrations will continue. Everyone be safe this weekend. Everybody tune into the Bengals. Go Bengals, who day.
And we'll see you maybe Thursday night for the big district matchup against Lloyd.
Yeah, we're hoping to broadcast that game, so we're hoping to be on the mic for that one. That's the next big game. And, of course, congratulations to Coach Faust. Coach, I think I speak on behalf of everyone at St. Henry. We are so proud of you and so thankful for everything that you've done and accomplished over these last 30 years. So thank you so much. Nathan, anything else to say?
No, that's a wrap. I really think the whole crowd staying on the floor right now speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, that's a great sight to close on. I'm Quentin Bolt, and everybody have a great weekend. Go Crew, and good night.